honking horns and crowded streets are a part of your daily life, you probably live in a big city. And in the United States, many of the big cities are clustered in the Northeast. What are some images that come to mind when you think of big cities? A large city or urban center is called a megalopolis. This comes from the Greek words mega, meaning large, and polis, meaning city. Cities or urban centers are large areas where many people live and work. Look at this map of the United States at night. This image was taken from a satellite. The clusters of lights are the largest cities. Now, look at the same area on a population density map. Population density refers to the average number of people in 1 square mile. According to the key on this map, purple areas have the most people and yellow and white areas have the fewest. The key gives the information you need to understand this map. The 3 cities with the most population density in the Northeast are Boston, New York City, and Philadelphia. Notice how each city is located along a river or on the Atlantic Ocean. These cities developed as centers of transportation and grew to become large centers of commerce, finance, culture, and government. Because they are located near bodies of water, each city has a well-designed system of bridges. As you watch the program, find out where in the Northeast this bridge is located. Like all suspension bridges, thick steel cables are suspended from massive stone towers. But this one has a unique look. See if you can place it. Like the other big cities in the Northeast, Boston has a harbor. As a port town, Boston was an important city during the Revolutionary War. Today, many people visit Boston to see reminders of the war and retrace historic sites on the Freedom Trail. The Freedom Trail is a marked path through the city that passes the most historic landmarks. Boston is the largest city in New England, and it's got it all: finance, the arts, and education. Just across the Charles River in the town of Cambridge, you'll find Harvard, America's oldest university. More than 20 colleges and universities are in the Boston area.
So then we'll conquer old Eli's men, and when the game ends, we'll sing.
Boston and Cambridge have their share of bridges, but not one that looks like this one. Perhaps the bridge is in another urban center, Philadelphia. Like Boston, Philadelphia is a port town. Located on the Delaware River, Philadelphia is a busy center of commerce, culture, and history, and a great place to watch parades. If you look at Philadelphia from the sky, you can see the Delaware River flowing south before emptying into the Delaware Bay. A bay is a part of an ocean or a lake that extends into the land. The many rivers flowing into the Atlantic Ocean along the Northeast create bays. Philadelphia was an important city during the founding of America. In fact, it was the capital of the United States from 1790 to 1800. Both the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution of the United States were written in Philadelphia. The city is home to the famous Liberty Bell that attracts many visitors each year. Consider Philadelphia's geography. Do you think it's a likely home for the Mystery Bridge? It doesn't seem to be part of Philadelphia's river structures. Let's find out more about the largest city in the U.S., New York City. More than 8 million people live in this bustling center of commerce, art, tourism, and education, situated at the mouth of the Hudson River. And if you're in the mood for music and theater, you've come to the right place. New York City is unique because it is made up of 5 boroughs, or self-governing towns: Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island. You might wonder how 8 million people squeeze into such a small area. Many New Yorkers live and work in high-rise buildings that make up New York's famous skyline. You could get lost in New York City if you didn't have a street map to find your way. A street map is one of the most widely used types of maps. Because it is a small-scale map, it may show buildings, landmarks, and street names. You won't find these on a larger-scale map like this one of the entire Northeast. The streets in Manhattan are arranged like a grid. And since it is an island, you're never far from water. And here's the Mystery Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge. This famous suspension bridge connects Manhattan to Brooklyn. It's one of New York's most scenic sights. Bridges are common sights in Boston, Philadelphia, and New York, since they are all centered on large rivers or bodies of water. Water is one of the most important resources for supporting a city, and the honking horns and crowded streets that are a part of it.